Hey guys, so I know I look kind of crazy right now. I only have my eyebrows done and then I have like some concealer on my eyelids because I played around with the Norvina electric cake eyeliners again last night. I didn't like film it or anything, but I really like what I did, so I'm hoping I can kind of do that again. But I also want to play around with this Violet Voss Best Life 2 palette. I hauled this in my second Sephora haul. I think I have 3 up now, so I think it was the second one. And this just like is so beautiful to me. So I don't think I'm gonna do anything like super crazy with it because I am gonna go in with the colorful liner. But there are plenty of like just like neutral wearable shades in here, and I've never played around with like any Violet Voss eyeshadows before. I just shoved my hand in the glitter. I've never played around with the formula before, so I just kind of wanted to play around with it. So we are going to use this. We are going to use the new Clinique Moisture Surge foundation skin tint stuff that I got. We're going to use the new Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate palette that I got. I also grabbed this Laura Mercier under eye setting powder. We're going to play with the nude sticks, terracotta tan color. Is there anything else? I'm actually going to kind of like triple up on liners, and we're going to play with this velour Lash and Go liner again. So there's just a few things that I want to play around with. This will probably be just kind of like a chit-chatty get ready with me with all of my new makeup kind of thing. So we're going to start with my eyes, which I never do. So I'm already scared, but if I mess up on the liner, I don't want to have to like take off everything and start over. So we're just going to do it this way. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and start. I'm going to go in with this relax shade right here. It's just the lightest neutral color. I'm just going to throw this in my crease. I'm not sure if it's going to be dark enough to really show up, but it's leaving a tiny bit of something. But I think I'm going to go in with the next color over here, which is Music. This is giving me a tiny bit of color, but it's very mustardy, which I like, but I didn't think that was the color that it was. So anyways, I'm going to jump into Social now, which is the deeper color. I think I'm going to grab a different brush too. This is the Sephora 26 Pro brush. So just a tiny bit of this, and blend that in my crease as well. I feel like when it comes to using these kind of like colorful liners, if I was like going out or something, it might be cool to do like, you know, a crazy eye look and then add that in. But if it's just like an everyday kind of look that I'm trying to come up with, I feel like my crease needs to be pretty simple to pull off kind of a crazy liner color. Not even that it's crazy color, but it's just not black. This shade is nice, but I'm not gonna lie, the colors are just not the same as they are in the palettes. Like, the color in my crease right now is this. This looks way darker in the palette than it does in my eye. So I'm gonna go over to this shade here, and that is Style. And I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of that just to deepen it up a smidge more. I really got this palette to play around with like the glitters that are in it because they do look stunning. So I will have to use this again in another like upcoming video so we can play around with those. But for now, I think I'm just gonna leave this here. I'm really not like happy with it. I don't know. Something about like all of the tones mixed together. I'm not sure exactly what it is. We're going to put this away for right now, and we will come back to it when we're going to do like a fun look, because I think that is what that palette is really made for. So now I'm going to go in first with my Tarteist double-ended eyeliner, the liquid side, and I'm just going to line the top of my lid. Okay, that liner ended up just a little bit thicker than I was planning on, but that's okay. I think, I don't know what color to go in with. I think I'm going to grab the pink for right now. Tonight I'm going to go in with my Smith 203 brush, and this is a tiny angled brush, so I think that this will be amazing. The last brush I used was just like a tiny little like detail liner brush. That also worked really well, but I just kind of want to go through the different brushes I have and see which ones work the best. So I'm going to get this wet, and I'm going to dip right into the pink here. You just kind of like dab it around and get it nice and damp. And obviously, while you are doing that, you are also loading your brush up. So this looks like a lot. I'm going to take a tiny bit off. That looks a little bit better. And I'm going to go not on top of this, but above it. So it's kind of going to be like I have two liners on. Well, it is. I do have two liners on, but you will see. I'll just do it because I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so now if you can tell, that's what I was talking about. Just kind of doing like a double liner moment. I'm going to do one more coat of this pink real quick. I think 2 coats is just like perfect because it gives you like the most amazing opacity. Is that right? My eyes are really freaking me out because they look like jaundicey yellow. Okay, so I need to keep my eye a little bit squinty because I have very hooded eyes, and if I open it right now, the pink is going to transfer all the way up to my upper lid. But I don't know, I just think this is really cool, and I think once you have like mascara on, it's just kind of like a different touch. So I don't know, I really like it. Let me let this dry for a second, and then we will throw some mascara and a lash on. Okay, so now that this is completely dry, you can really tell when it dries because it gets this like really nice matte finish, and I'm really loving these. I think they're going to be so much fun to just like play with, and I've already had way too much fun with them if you can't tell by like my past 3 videos. So I'm going to throw some mascara on this eye, and then, okay, one thing, I did make a little like boo-boo, and I got a little bit of the pink over where I do want the black liner. So after I put just a light coat of mascara on, we are going to go in with the Velour Lash and Go, and I'm just going to take a very small amount of it and kind of like just put it where I have my black liner, so I don't have to be super precise with it. And then we're going to try to attach a lash just using this, since it's like lash glue. Not sure if it's going to work, but we're going to see, because I feel like just like putting on a few, like just a tiny little swipe of this would be a lot easier than like applying lash glue and all of that. But I don't know. So anyways, that was like a really long-winded way of saying, let me throw a coat of mascara on. So even though I let this dry really well before like really opening my eyes, it did transfer just a tiny bit into my crease. And I honestly don't really care, because unless you're looking at me like that, you're not going to be able to see. But I'm just going to try to buff it out a tiny bit. But it almost kind of like gives like a hint of this like nice pinky color like in my crease. So I really don't care that much. Now we are going to grab my tweezers and my lashes before I start working with this because it dries very quickly. So I'm just going to use a pair of like Demi Wispies that I have laying around. Now we're going to go in with the Velour liquid liner lash, whatever it is, and I'm just going to dot this, and this is where I'm kind of like cleaning up where I went over the black liner with the pink. Okay. And now, since I already have a wing, I don't have to use this to create that. Alright, that is on. I'm going to pick up my lash and, well, and of course the air comes on again. Damn it. Every time I'm filming, the air comes on. Alright, that actually worked out really well, and my lash just kind of like, it's almost like a magnetic liner. I don't know, I really like this so far though. I've only used it a couple of times, but I'm gonna run and do this eye really quick because for some reason that took me like a really long time to do. So I will be right back and we will get to my face. Okay guys, I'm back and let's work on my face a little bit. I feel like this eye is also transferring a little bit into my crease, so I need to figure out how to stop that. But other than that, I think this is so cool, and it's like still like a really natural eye look and something I would be really comfortable wearing like out to dinner or something, but it has like a nice fun like pop of color too. So I'm digging it. I just said I'm digging it. I'm also going crazy, so you know, take it for what it is. Let's get on my face. Let's get on my face. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant to say. Let's get these products on my face so I can wrap this already very long video up. Alright, first we're going to go in with the Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. I had a mini of this and it is basically all gone now, so I decided to order this very last minute right before the sale ended. And yes, it looks crazy right when I put it on because my face is so fair. I actually really love this on like no makeup days. I think it just makes your skin look so pretty, and it does just give you like a nice kind of glow because I don't put sunless tanner on my face. I wash it way too much and it would just be such a waste. So I bring that down my neck some. You can also put it on your chest if you need to. My chest is what I'm trying to match. So now I'm going to go in with the Supergoop Smooth and Poreless Matte Sunscreen, and I am just going to put this on my T-zone because in the summer, well, as of like 2 weeks ago when it started getting to be 90 freaking degrees here, I am an oily mess, only in my T-zone, but it's not cute. So I just really focus this right in there, and then whatever's left over, I just kind of put everywhere. So I have a good sunscreen on. The Drunk Elephant drops are also really pretty to mix with your foundation, but I'm already doing a little mixture for foundation, so I didn't want to mix too many things and be like, what the hell am I doing? Okay, now let's go on to the foundation. I'm going to take my Clinique Moisture Surge that I just got. I have been loving this. I wore this on Saturday to Parker's grandparents' house, and this lasted for like 6 hours. I was in and out of the pool. Parker was spraying me with the hose. Like, this was amazing. But it does get very dewy. I didn't have this matte sunscreen on underneath, so I want to mix this with my Estee Lauder Double Wear. I just feel like this is going to be like so good for summer, but I'm just going to put a tiny bit of this in. So I'm going to make a little concoction on the back of my hand. So it's hard to say with this Moisture Surge. I'm just going to like put a dollop of that on, and this is a little bit dark, but it blends in totally fine since it's like a sheer tint kind of thing. And then I will add, that was like a little more than half of a pump. So let's mix these together. That looks like a better shade too. And then I'm just going to kind of put this all over and blend it in. So I made way too much, if you can tell. We're just going to start with this. I just cleaned my beauty sponge, but it is so stained on the bottom now from all the Fenty stuff that I've been using, blushes especially. Okay, so these two blended out so nice together. Like, this just looks like a completely well, I'm not gonna say flawless, but like a really nice base. But my creases are really bothering me because every time I look, I see just a little more pink in there. And I know if I like had set that pink liner with a pink shadow, it probably would have prevented this. So I'm definitely going to do that next time. I'm going to go in with my Milani Conceal and Define because I have literally been loving this just as much as any like high-end concealer. and it has such good coverage. So I'm just blending this concealer, and then as soon as it is blended in, I'm going to take this new Laura Mercier pressed under eye setting powder, and I'm going to go straight in. This one is white, like the lightest shade of the Pat McGrath under eye setting powder, but this one is not chalky like that one was. That one just made my under eyes look super white, and this one has almost a nice like sheen to it. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that at all, but in person it just makes your under eyes look really nice and almost like just hydrated. So I am really liking this so far. Now I want to go in with my Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate. I've been a little bit obsessed with this, I'm not gonna lie. So I have this in Intensity 01. I'm gonna take the Fenty 125 face brush, and I honestly just like tap right in here and get some product. And it looks a little dark at first, but it blends out so well. Like, that looks a little bit scary, but it's really not once you blend it in. I probably could have done Intensity like 0.5 or whatever the new light shade they came out with is, but we all know that I like to look a little bit darker than I actually am, so. I really like this because it is a nice, what did I just say? It is a nice like bronzy shade, but it is cool enough to where it's almost like you are sculpting out your face a little bit, which is also why I have the Nude Sticks bronzer that I want to play around with just a little bit. Okay, so let me swatch these two side by side. Okay, so this is the Tom Ford and this is the Nude Sticks. So the Nude Sticks Terracotta Tan shade is definitely just a warmer shade all around. So I'm just going to top the Tom Ford with some of the Nude Sticks, because you can never really have too much cream bronzer. And I swear I'm still working on the cream bronzer, well, and the powder bronzer video. There are so many, and I didn't know about all of them, and I feel like to do like a well-rounded video I need to know about all of them and I need to use all of them. So now I do own all of the bronzers I'm going to talk about, so I'm just trying them out and really like getting my thoughts together about them, and then that will be out in the next like week, maybe week and a half. But I love the Nude Sticks Bondi Bay formula, so I was pretty sure I would love this too, and I do. It blends out so well. I feel like those are actually a really good combination for like a nice kind of chiselly bronzed, brontoured face, if you will. Okay, my crease is really driving me crazy. If y'all have made it this far, which is by far a miracle, let me know if you can like really tell and if you would have noticed if I had not said anything, because that's what I'm kind of wondering at this point. So I'm gonna go in with the shade Petal Poppin' from the Fenty Cream Blushes. I find you kind of need to like rub it a little bit first, and then you can go in with a brush or a sponge or whatever you want to use, but your like body temperature really helps to kind of get that layer off that has like kind of dried on the top, if that makes sense. I think this is just such a like pretty flushed kind of natural color, but it's still like a nice light pink and I love it. I've probably worn this one and the really deep tan shade the most, which I didn't think I would like love until I got a lot more sun, but I've really been digging that one. So now that we have all of that on, I want to go in with this Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Powder and just kind of set down my face, because like I said, I do get really oily, and especially in my T-zone when it is as hot as it is right now. So I'm just going to really focus it around my T-zone, but I'm gonna set everywhere because I'm gonna go in with a couple powder products as well. I actually really like the finish that this powder gives your skin. It does take away a lot of the pigment that you just kind of built up, which sucks, but throughout the day it kind of seems to all mesh together. So it looks really nice and it does really mattify your skin without making it look like ugh and dead. So now I want to go in with just a couple powder products and then we will be done. Oh my god, I cannot believe I did not mention this before. I am so excited for Charlotte Tilbury's bronzers to come out. I mean, that's like my holy freaking grail powder. And if the bronzers are anything like the Airbrush Flawless Filter powder, I am just going to like, I'm not going to say what I was going to say because it is not anywhere near PG, but I'm going to be so excited. I'm going in with my Tom Ford Gold Dust Bronzer just as kind of like a topper to really, you know, just keep bronzing myself up because I just cannot help it. And I think this really like sets down the cream bronzers that we've used. Maybe that's just what I tell myself to get away with bronzing more. Who knows? And now I'm going to go in with this really cute little baby Hourglass Radiant Magenta blush. So pretty. It has such a nice finish to it. It's like a nice light pink, and I think it'll be really pretty with this eye look. Just gives your face like such a nice flushed appearance. And then for highlighter, we are going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light Wand. This is my latest obsession, and I love it so much. I basically use it every day, and I have so many highlighters, but this one is just like, there's just something about it that like hits me right in the gut. And for a cream product, it's just really easy to blend out, and it's kind of like dummy proof, which is what I need with a cream highlighter, because cream bronzers, I love cream brushes, cream blushes, I'm really starting to love, but cream highlighters are just kind of like a foreign thing for me that I've just started trying out, and this one, it makes all the other cream highlighters that I've used look like complete shit. So this is so pretty. I don't know why I have to say things like that. And now I can't find the damn top that's sitting right in front of me because I am losing my mind. I need to go to the mall. I need to go to the beach. I need to go somewhere fun. I need to go somewhere alone. I just need to not be like mom for a little bit. That's what I need right now. So since we have this pretty pink liner on, I want to take my Kat Von D Alchemist highlighting / eye palette, and I want to go in with this pink opal shade right here and put that on my inner corners. The shift that these shadows have is actually really impressive, and I don't know, I'm very glad that I got this for $10. Like, I feel like that is a steal. And they're really pigmented and very like, I don't know, I just feel like they add something that a normal highlighter does not. And then you can also always go in with another highlighter and kind of like amp up the sparkle a little bit. I don't really feel the need to do that right now. I think I'm plenty sparkly, not sparkly, but like plenty dewy, I guess. So next we're going to do lips, and then we can spray my face and we will be all done. So for lips, I'm just going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Sweet Mouth Gloss. I did get a backup of this during the sale because it is my favorite gloss I have ever tried. Alright, and gloss is on. I just feel like this gloss, like, you don't need a liner, you don't need anything under it, you can literally just put it on and it just like makes your lips look nice and kind of peachy fresh. So another thing that I just completely forgot to add to my haul is the Caudalie, I think it's Caudalie Paris Beauty Elixir. And this I've heard a lot of good things about. It's very expensive. So I got the mini as well as the big one and like some kind of package, and it was some kind of deal. But let's spray me down with this. The scent of this reminds me a lot of the Lila B Aglow setting mist, which I love. So I'm hoping it will have the same kind of effect. I don't know, I really love this look. I feel like it's just like another springy, summery, easy, if I wasn't blabbering the whole time. Like last night, I think I did this in like 15-20 minutes. So me talking is just the issue here, not the makeup. Let's get the clips out of my hair. And alright, this is the finished look for tonight. So I feel like this is basically the same look that I've done for the past like week, just doing different colors of eyeliner. But I don't know, something about it is like very fun and like festive. And I feel like if I had a life and if everything that was going on wasn't going on and I was going out, did that make any sense? Then I would like, this is how I would be doing my makeup. I don't know. But I'm also having a lot of fun with the Moroccan oil, like color depositing hair mask things. This is the teal. It's not quite teal because my hair was still a little rose gold before I put this in, but I'm just impatient and I didn't really care. So yeah, anyways guys, I'm gonna let you go. I hope you're having a great day, night, evening, weekend, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.